The skinny fat solution for teens. Now, this is how you will get out of the skinny fat physique, but just keep watching to not make any dumb mistakes in the process whilst actually doing it. Now, to start off, what the f is skinny fat? A skinny fat physique is mostly a physique where you don't have any muscle, but you also have pretty high fat. Your body fat percentage is pretty high, but also your muscle mass is pretty damn low. And then it leaves you with this weird ass skinny fat physique where you have skinny arms, but a pretty big belly and fucking man boobs. Like, it looks weird, right? And nobody wants it, so in this video I will tell you exactly how you can get out of this physique and start looking like a fucking Greek god. This is my body at 18 years old, and all I can say is that I've built this pretty fucking fast, and I can just tell you what to do so that you can get the same, if not better, result than me. The way to cure it is to simply eat at maintenance or slightly below your maintenance and train hard at the gym at the very least like 3 times a week. If you want to check out some good ass workout programs for exactly that, then you can check out the first link inside of the description, or also just join my email newsletter where I literally write down emails every single day to you. You can access it by actually getting a full workout program just for yourself. So if you want, then go ahead and do that now. But moving back to the video, right? If you don't yet know what I mean by eat at maintenance, essentially eat how much your body actually requires for you to stay the same weight. Because you can also eat in a caloric deficit, or you can eat in a caloric surplus. Deficit means eating below your maintenance, and eating in a surplus essentially means eating above your maintenance. This makes you lose weight, this makes you gain weight. Now, what do we want if you have the skinny fat physique? Many people might say that if you have more fat on you, then it would be beneficial to eat in a caloric deficit. I mean, maybe if you are actually pretty damn fat, like if you have a pretty high body fat percentage. But if I'm being absolutely honest, like with you right now, bro, I had pretty much the skinny physique, but I also know many guys who had the skinny fat physique. Now, I just had to bulk, so I ate at surplus for about like 3 years, eating high protein and 3,500 calories per day, every single day, to get to my desired point, because I started off as a skinny teen. Now, many of my friends who were previously skinny fat, what they did and what actually works for them was not eating in a huge caloric surplus like me. They ate at maintenance or in a slight, really slight caloric surplus. Now, maybe like 2% of them who were actually pretty darn fat, they also did like a mini cut, a little caloric deficit, so that they could just lose some weight at first, but then right after they lost the like desired weight, they started going to the gym, and second, ate at a slight caloric surplus or just at maintenance. If you don't know yet what your maintenance is, then you can quite literally just Google it or ask ChatGPT, tell him your weight, height, age, your gender, stuff like that, and how many calories you need to eat per day, and also just, you know, how much movement you get throughout your week, and it will calculate roughly how many calories you have to eat in order to lose or gain weight or stay the same weight, right? For me, my maintenance is about 3,000 calories per day. Now I lost a bit of weight, so I guess that could actually be like 2,800, like something like that, 2,800. And it should pretty much be the same exact for you if you are similar to me, like, you know, my age and height and weight and stuff. I am about 81 kilograms currently and 183 centimeters tall. I think that's about 6 foot for any of you that don't use metric units. Okay, so I essentially told you how to cure it. Now let me tell you one another thing, how to make the whole process like 10x faster. So quick 10 tips to actually make the process better for you. Like I said, train. You have to train hard. Train at least like 3 to 4 times per week. Best workout program for you would be something like an upper-lower split or some push-pull legs variation. I personally use the Mike Menser split, which again you can access by joining the first link inside of the description, just, you know, clicking on it, or by joining the whole ass newsletter. Second thing is you have to eat at maintenance or at slight caloric surplus. Again, these are the basics. I'm going to move on to like more complicated stuff in just a minute, trust me. I'm just saying this, like, again, to actually make you bear this in your mind, because this is so freaking important. You have to train hard and eat the right, not too much or not too little amount of calories to seize any progress, right? Now, the best diet you can go on is something like just eat anything, but just make sure that it is high protein. Like, at the end of the day, try to keep at least 150 grams of protein roughly in your system, you know. And for the carbs and the fats, you know, these are mostly just preference, but in general, fats are more healthy than carbs. So if you wish, eat more fats so you will be a bit more healthy. I mean, of course, I'm not talking about stuff like trans fats or some, you know, processed meat fats. I'm not speaking about these fats. I'm just really speaking about fats from eggs, avocados, fats from salmon, you know, whole foods, right? Foods which are actually good for you. Now, let me tell you, 3 meals a day is enough, and like 2 snacks in between is absolutely enough. You just have to start eating the right foods. Bro, for me, what works for me right now is only eating 2 meals per day. What I do is just eat like about 2 or 3 meals per day, but I just make sure that they are pretty caloric dense. If you're interested in that, then here is my shopping list of all of the items that I just usually buy and get myself. And also here is a version of the same shopping list, I think, but this only has the products which make me bulk, which, you know, make me go in a surplus of calories. And whenever I'm cutting, which is essentially what I'm doing right now, I just eat less of the same exact foods. I just don't overthink it. I just try to eat less meals, less calories, less food in general, which then makes me lose the weight. What do you know, bro? Now, it's best if you actually count your calories. It's so important, bro. I think I've said it in my whole channel like fucking 20 or 30 times before. If you don't count your calories, then you will never actually know how much you're eating. And again, if you don't know how much you're eating, then you won't make any progress, because how do you know if you're eating enough to lose or to gain weight? You have to know. So to do that, you can just use an app like Fitatu, MyFitnessPal, I don't know, like Macro, something, you know, all of the other apps are available for free. Just download one of them and start using them from now on. So, next point, liquid calories are your savior. Now, I can quite literally just give you a brief recipe for my own shake. Here it is, bro. This is every single thing that I essentially use whenever I create a so-called protein shake for myself, right? I'm pretty sure that in the future I will even make a video on just my own protein shake, like a whole entire video dedicated to the recipe. Next bullet point is have set times for all of your meals. If you don't really know when you're eating throughout your day, then you're missing out, bro. Best you can do is to actually have set hours of the day where you know that you're going to eat, because one, it just makes the whole logistics easier because you know when you're going to eat, and two, you will naturally get hungry at those set times, which if you have set 4 times or 3 times when throughout your day, when you actually get hungry, then you will get hungry and you will want to eat. Your body is pretty interesting because it works in a way where if you are used to eating in a certain time period throughout your day, then the more you do that, the more hungry and just, you know, food seeking you kind of become. Bro, I, throughout my like highest bulk of like 4,000 calories per day every single day, what I did is I quite literally ate maybe like even 6 times per day, bro. And just think of this, I actually wanted to eat. Do you know why? I had set times for whenever I wanted to eat. I had my first breakfast at like 8 a.m. before, at like 7 a.m. before school. Second breakfast at like 9 a.m. in school. The third breakfast, quite literally, it is like lunch. I had like 3 different breakfasts. I was also in school. So yeah, these are like already about like 2,000 calories, all of this. And then I come home and I eat some, you know, dinner with my family, stuff like that, at about like, I don't know, 4 p.m. And then even after that, I eat some other stuff at like, what, maybe 8 p.m., 9 p.m., which is also quite high in calories. So in total, and also I have excluded any snacks. I also snacked on many different things like nuts, fruits, some even freaking vegetables, stuff like that, you know. And because of that, I ate quite literally like from 5 to even 7 times per day, which just made it possible for me to gain weight so fast, like at such high rates, right? So I heavily encourage you to do that if you are a skinny teen, just like I was before. Here is a picture of me as a skinny fucking teen. So this is the next point, and it will tie into the last one, and it is just that do not let school or work interfere with your own goals. Do not ever let school or work stop you. So always bring some kind of snacks with you, some kind of lunch. I know that right now it's the summer break and I can do whatever I want, I can eat at any time I want, but when school starts in literally a week from now, I will have to simply, you know, wake up and make like 2 different lunch boxes for myself so that I can keep eating the same amount of calories that I need to in order to, you know, gain weight or do whatever I would wish to do. Right now I'm actually cutting so that my, you know, my belly, my abs show more and my belly looks a bit better, because I've been walking around shirtless like all of the time now, so I guess it's the best time to do that. Now, many snacks are great. Now, in this point, I will tell you which snacks are the best. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. The snacks that I like the most are fruits, nuts. In terms of fruit, it is stuff like apples, pears, peaches, like anything of that sort. For nuts, it's macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, freaking peanuts, walnuts, like bro, whatever nuts. Nuts are just good for you as a snack in general. They have a lot of healthy fats and a bunch of nice nutrient-dense calories for you. Stuff like boiled eggs, bro. Hard-boiled eggs are the best thing on earth because you can pretty much pack them anywhere you want and you can just grab one and eat it, and here you go. There is your protein for the day. Like, you can just eat a bunch of eggs throughout your day. You won't even feel that full, but you will just eat them and you will, you know, get your calories and protein in and fats in, which is really good for you, right? So boiled eggs, also include this into your lunch boxes if you wish to. I know that they might smell a little bit, but just, you know, that's just life. You have to pay for that. In order to have the great protein breakfast, you have to have smelly breakfast. Sorry, not sorry, bro. And also stuff like dried meat. I'm not sure how, you know, you call this, but in Poland we have something called kabanosy, and it's essentially just like a really dried sausage, which is packed in these like pretty long containers, and you just take one out and you can eat it just like that. And it's a bunch of protein. It is a bit unhealthy, but you know, you just, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe sometimes you have to eat a bit unhealthy to get your protein in. I really don't care about that. Like, to be fair, whenever I get to eat something unhealthy, it's not like the end of the world, because, you know, still protein is protein, right? And I just need the fucking protein, right? So point number 4 of today's video is essentially how I can help you with your own transformation, because in today's video I just gave you some like basic knowledge, but if you actually want to get some like better insights on your current situation and how you can actually improve in your unique circumstance, then I have a free program which I would highly encourage you to join if you are a skinny teen or a skinny fat teen or a fat teen, or maybe if you are already pretty fit. No matter what your circumstance is, bro, I can help you on your fitness journey and also in getting girls. That is essentially what my own product is about. So again, first link is out of the description, and thank you very much, bro. Remember to stay abnormal, man.